to close off chapter 9, we'll be talking about object finding. And so he writes, all translocation techniques are also applicable to object finding techniques since the use of both techniques requires altering the surrounding space. And then he lists his various techniques next. So the first one is calling out by name. So, this could be the name of any object that you're trying to find. Say, like, I want to find a sports car. So you shout that out to the dream. And it does actually help to shout these things out loud as opposed to just thinking it in your head. Although thinking it in your head can totally work. It's like when you say it out loud, it just helps us sink that intention and expectation in a bit deeper and raises the chances of you being successful. So you shout out, I want to find a sports car. Then you search the dream environment, hopefully able to find a sports car appear somewhere. Of course, if it happens to be like the name of a person or somebody you know in real life or of a celebrity, calling out their name can greatly help as well. Or maybe even like a recurring dream character. If you happen to know their name, you can call that out, or just call out something like, more generic, like, I want to find my dream helper, and then search the environment trying to find, some helpful dream character pop up. Finding by turning around. Now, this is the main one I use because it's very easy. I mean, it's kind of the same thing as searching the dream environment, but it's hard to make something appear like directly in front of you in your direct line of sight. Generally, it's easier to look off to the side and then expect it to be here and then turn your head back to where that object could be. But for me, I'll just typically turn around, especially if I'm in like a crowded area with lots of dream characters. I find it very easy to find specific dream characters in that situation because then you can just kind of scan the environment and then you can find them that way. Finding around a corner, and these are all going to kind of work by the same thing. Break your line of sight so you can round a corner and try to expect whatever object or person or dream character to be around that corner. Finding in your hand, so basically it has to be small enough to fit in your hand, but you can just kind of try to expect to have some, your lucky dream totem appear in your hand. Same thing goes with finding it in your pocket. Kind of similarly to the hand thing though, is you could break your line of sight just by simply covering your sight like this and then expect it to be right behind your hand as opposed to having to turn around. So that can be useful as well. Finding by inquiry. To perform this technique, approach any person in the phase and ask him or her where to quickly find a desired object. And that whole quickly find part is a good wrinkle to throw in there, or if I want to find such and such nearby, because then it just makes the whole thing work a lot quicker. Maybe you ask a dream character, hey, I want to find this sports car, but you don't say quickly, and then it takes you on like a half-hour journey across a desert trying to find this damn sports car. So throwing in little things like quickly or nearby can help out a lot. And then the last one, finding by transmutation. Okay, so this technique distorts the phase space while not completely disengaging a perception of the space. The practitioner must give strong attention to a thought that a required object is going to appear in a desired location. There must be sufficient confidence that the practitioner's desires will be realized. At this moment, the process of metamorphosis will begin. Space will distort and dim, and the required object will begin to manifest. After this, brightness and focus will be restored with necessary alterations made present in the phase space. So this just sounds needlessly difficult to me. It's the same thing like trying to teleport with your eyes open. Why not just break your line of sight to it? Just makes it, a whole hell of a lot easier. But nonetheless, maybe if you're very experienced with this and you're just trying to test yourself and, and raise the level of your dream control capabilities, then why not give this one a try? But for me, I just would skip it and do a whole turnaround thing probably. Anyway, with that said, that'll wrap it up. Till the next video, keep your phase practice legit.